Hello everyone, the inspector back with you for a Tuesday afternoon shave, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Had off Tuesday, November 5th, so decided, I have a couple of days growth, and I'm going to do a head shave too. The head shave, you know what? I know I use my Bic Easy Rinse a lot. You see me with the leaf. I'm going to go with some of you guys may be curious. Again, I haven't used this in a long time for a head shave. The Proof V2, enhanced over the one. I think it's a little different. You have the cutout here. It's a little bit more efficient. You get the grooves in here to glide along the skin. The enhanced magnet, it's a tiny bit longer. It's an improvement maybe, but it's minimal. I mean, the V1 was great also. The biggest thing I've heard about the V1 as far as working goes is when they'd shake it, the top cap would come off, but they really have enhanced the magnet, so that is pretty much, I think, solved and no longer an issue. For a soap, I just got this a couple of weeks ago, I guess, PAA Lather Blaster, and it smells like, it says strawberry aldehyde tiny bit, and then there's, said bourbon, talc, sandalwood, absolute tobacco, and it's very pleasant. It's nice. It's hard. I'm not great at explaining scents. Anyhow, this happens to be, I got one of the first 50, the Halo label. It's a nice thing to have. Okay, I was quick on the draw. We're gonna use the PAA Solar Flare, which I like a lot. This is one of my favorite PAA brushes. It fits in the hand good. The knot's great. Of course, it's soft. I've used it like 2 or 3 times already. And I have it in my fine lather bowl, my ceramic lather bowl. Plenty of soap in here to do the job for face and head. Razor, we're gonna go with another Slant. This is sort of like another version of the Wonder Bar, which I did a couple of shaves ago, and this is DS Cosmetics, their Slant. It comes with the pretty darn hefty handle, which you can switch out for a lighter one if you wanted to. You could see pretty radical torque on that, especially loading the blade in. Yeah, I could tell it was a lot more torque than I remember with the Wonder Bar. So, you see that on that side, the blade is exposed more. We'll see how aggressive it is. I'll be careful. So you definitely don't want to start whipping this around your face when you don't know what you're getting into. So that being said, and then we'll finish up with some Thayers. I did take a shower earlier, and after that, we'll probably, I'll take some, I already took a shower earlier, so I'll try some of this. I've already used one time this Lather Blaster. It's pretty nice. I like it. If I don't like something in my den particularly, it's not gonna be there. Every product has to bring, whether it be razors, blades, whatever it is in wet shaving, has to bring something to the table. So anyhow, we washed out our face really well. Now what we'll do is just wet it down and do the lather, do the shave, and see what happens. For those of you who are interested, I did a TRC video a couple of days ago. I did a Never Alone product shave, so look for that if you haven't subscribed to the Razor Company on YouTube. Please do. There's a lot of good stuff. It usually takes, I don't know, a couple of weeks for them to in the queue to queue up my video, but I can look for it and see when it comes out. Anyhow, we're going to get the hot water going, and we're just going to heat up the brush. I like to do that. Get hot water and then bring most of the water, shake it out, work into a paste. This is a really soft soap, which I like. Some people like hard soaps, and that's fine. So I got, look, it's scattered throughout the bowl and into the brush. And we're just gonna start adding water. Looks like this can take a fair amount of water here. And we'll whip it up. It'll take a minute or so. Yeah, I know I put a decent amount of soap in, so maybe it's that. Still a little thick, so we'll work it out of the brush some and agitate it. All right, a little bit more maybe. All right. By the way, you know, contrary to what some people think, even talk about badger brushes holding water. Synthetics do hold some water. Okay, they do. I shave with, you know, you see me badger bore synthetic. Not too hot on the horsehair thing. I did it once or twice, and but maybe it was the wrong brush. I don't know, but anyhow. All right, so we got a nice lather going. It just looks excellent. We'll bring it to the face and see what we do. Yeah, it's really nice, pleasant. I get the elements in here, what he was trying to do with it. So, Douglas and Fran. Work it in here. Really creamy. Yeah, this is the CK6. I think that's all he makes now. So, really nice. Nice coverage. It just feels silky. That's what you want. And the soap stays on your face, no dissipation whatsoever with any PAA soaps I've ever used. So, all right, so we'll heat up the blade. By the way, third and final use Bic Chrome in here. So we'll get the blade heated up. All right, we'll go gingerly, see what this can do. First pass with the grain. I found the Wonder Bar, the Razor Rock Wonder Bar, to be not that aggressive for me. Even though they do say it on the website, I didn't find it to be that aggressive. Oh, let's see how I feel about this. The first use on this. I'm feeling that it's, for me, this DS Cosmetics Slant is a little bit more aggressive than the Wonder Bar for me. Let's see how I feel throughout the shave here. Go to the other side and we'll lay it on the face nice and lightly. Yeah, I think it's definitely more aggressive. I believe it looks like there's a little bit more blade exposure at the end, first of all. and more torque on the blade. When you torque the blade, this is more torque than on the Wonder Blade. I think, considerably more, especially you can tell when you're loading it. It makes it more efficient when you twist that razor blade. So, yeah, I'm being pretty careful here. But you could really feel its efficiency, that's for darn sure. And we'll go up here. Yeah, there's definitely more bite on the blade on this Bic than if you were to put it in a regular non-slanted razor that torques a lot. Now we've used we used, of course, the Wonder Bar that we used, and then before then we used the Torx by Yaki. I found that pretty mild on the whole. So and then I'm just gonna go down here, come across. And we use the other Razor Rock razor, the level 3++ plate on that one. And I thought that was a little bit more aggressive than the Wonder Bar. So I think the Wonder Bar is the least aggressive out of the three that I mentioned. I'm trying to think of the Razor Rock razor, the Slant. Why am I drawing a blank here? So, yeah, I could really tell that you guys tell I'm really treading lightly here. Definitely not for a beginner. Super Slant. Razor Rock Super Slant L++, L3++, which is the most aggressive plate. So, taking my time, as you can see. And for me, this is so much more aggressive than like your German 37 German Slant, or the Merkur 37C, which is the same thing. One's a 2-piece and one's a 3-piece. 3-piece from Razor Rock, 2-piece from Merkur. There's just no comparison on the aggressive end of things. And wow, yeah. So coming across. Now, I like efficient razors, guys, but this may be Just a little too much for me, I think. I usually like, a mild medium, not overly aggressive. The R41, I've used it, yes. You see me, but I used a while ago, I think, but this one, what this cost me, about $102. $102 BS Cosmetics on AliExpress. So yeah, so I'm treading lightly here. Not for beginner. Not for a beginner. All right, so yeah, it was great, close and all, but I could feel it, like, you have to be careful with this one. You just do. All right, so yeah, we'll go back and we'll do a second pass on this. Yep, we got plenty close for a first pass for sure. All right, so yeah, it's so close that, yeah, I do feel, for me, that's it. I don't ever remember this happening in very recent memory at all. I do feel just a little bit of tingle on my neck. All right, and I was going lightly. And once again, you can alter the weight a little bit by putting a lighter handle on this. This is very, the head is heavy too, but stainless steel, but the bottom, the handle, yeah, even more so. Okay, we'll do a light against the grain pass here. Yeah. Okay. You want to take really shorter measured strokes with this razor. All right. And so I'm going to go out and say this, but this is one of the closer, definitely the most aggressive slant that I've tried. I've tried quite a few of them out on the market, for sure. If not the most aggressive slant. Doesn't mean it's bad, but is it one that I'm gonna keep? No, I don't think so. You'll probably see this on the BSD. People say, the new guys, what's BSD? Buy, sell, trade. There's several of them. So I'm a member of both. But all right, we'll come up here. Yeah, so the razor's treading lightly, guys. You don't want to press with this. You're going to be in trouble, I guarantee you. I don't care what level you're at. I can tell you, but is it giving me a damn close shave? Yeah. It is for sure. Got a tiny weeper there, but all right, we'll do the other cheek. And short measured strokes like this. Light measured. All right, I'll go up. And the proof for my head is just going to be the opposite, okay? It's very user-friendly, pivoting head. So if you're coming from a cart, the proof is a good choice to transition. Yeah, it's expensive, but see, if you use it for your face and your head, it can do double duty. And you know, the blades are cheap and all that, but you could find some on the BST first if you don't want to buy a new. You get decent deals like that. So, and guys, tip I've said on the forums or the guys at PM, if you looking for something, go to the BST where it says on the ribbon down there where it says listings, click on discussion and put in search of proof V1, V2, razor, whatever. And so if a member sees that, he can either private message you or tag you in response, whatever. I had somebody the other day looking for a soap and aftershave that I had, and bam, was right on it, and that's the way you got to work it when you're doing these things. So don't be afraid to put out a all points bulletin for stuff. All right. Yeah, this is being real careful here. And I'm gonna put some more lather on my chin and on my upper lip. Little extra protection. So, get in that cleft. I guess as you go along, you get used to it, but the aggressiveness, but you know, it's an adjustment. Do you have to adjust your technique? No, you don't. You may, I'm feeling that on this razor. One thing I'm noticing that you have to use a shallower angle like that, okay, rather than the 30-degree thing, especially on this one. So we're at almost 25 minutes. Okay, and we'll do the other side. Oh. Yeah, the blade is really grabbing that beard. So when I'm shaving normally like this, I can do it, but with the DE, my view of it is I don't like to personally feel like I really have to be this careful when I do a shave because of the aggressive nature of the blade and razor. Well, all right, that's as far as I'm going to take it, guys. I'm shaving on eggshells here. All right, so I'll rinse it off. Yeah, so is it a close shave? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, personally, I'm gonna put this up on the BSD for a decent price. Probably, let's see, I paid $102. In the neighborhood of $50. Just saying. So hopefully we'll do that in the next day or so. And of course, if you guys decide, whoever buys it from me, if it's a really smooth transaction, no issues, you know, like I said, more often than not, I'll include a little something extra for you. No issues. Oh, so getting that soap to rinse off. So, all right. So we're here. We're gonna pat it down. Yeah, so usually, you know, angles, people talk about finding the angle, is usually not any big deal to me. But for this one, you really have to pay attention to the angle to have the contact on your beard. So you're looking at this type of thing, angle here, your face and your razor, all right, for it to grab. All right, so that's the DS Cosmetics Slant with the stainless steel handle. Now let's put some water in here, just a tiny bit, and get to our head shave. How's that? Oh, before that, yeah, can't forget the Thayers, especially on this one, and cucumber. Yeah, there's some tingling going on, which tells me I got extra close. Yeah, no irritation. That's very rare, but after the first pass, guys, I did feel some tingling going on my lower neck, which hardly ever happens, you know, unless I've used an R41 or something. But anyhow, we'll go with the head shave now. So, got about 2 days growth on this, and I've used the V2 a couple of times on my head and I really like it. First of all, you guys know, I only use pivoting heads, razors on my head, whether it be cards, disposable, single edge, double edge with the disposals, whatever. Okay, it's got a pivot. That's just one of my things that I need to have, and a razor to do a head shave. So I got a brand new Perma Sharp in here, very easy to load. All right, and so we're gonna do a front to back, and let's see how we do here. Some people like this. They found they like the proof better than the leaf. So that's interesting. Some of you guys, I've used a Defender on video a couple of times, I guess. And the final verdict for me on that, it was a